Hey, how's it going, Cancer? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. So I am doing a Halloween tarot card reading for you, and this is kind of a cool spread. I found it online, to kind of get in the, is it a holiday? In the Halloween spirit. So I have a 6-card tarot spread, and I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot to do this read for you. So I really hope that you enjoy it and that it resonates, but do keep in mind this is going to be a general reading, okay? So and also you should know this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if your sun sign reading doesn't resonate for you, you could check your other aspects of your zodiac. So anyway, let me just shuffle through here, and again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me, and for all your nice comments and for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, all right. So I keep the intro short for 2 reasons, because I am horrible at small talk and I like to just jump right into the reading, and I feel like I have something in my eye, so if I have some sort of winking situation going on, that's why. All right, so the first card we're going to look at, guys, it's called the Costume, and I'm going to try not to do air quotes as I go through this. And this card, it basically means who do you want to be, like in your heart of hearts, and what would be your ideal persona. Worst shuffle of all time. So let me do a deck cut and we'll have a look at a card there for you. This is really interesting. I just pulled the Justice card, so excuse me. So this is like a balance of being really fair, and I'm getting the word nice also, making the right decisions, being really self-assured. You could have gone through a period of volatility lately, which is maybe affecting your decision making. So you have the Justice come in, and this is it's sort of a laid back, but very, I'm getting the word self-assured again, although I know I just said it, not being led by emotion so much, where emotions could have led you off the path a little bit, off of your path a little bit in the past, but this is very, like a matured, very wise, I'm getting the word kind of like shamanic, and just being able to see the truth in all circumstances and not getting over emotional. So the second card placement is going to look at what drives and inspires you, and this is called Possessed. This is a really cute reading. So the sunshine and abundance and just everything being beautiful and lush, and the sun is like where everything grows, and it's like you could have learned something in the past where relationships don't grow. You can't really nurture anything while you're caught in the throes of really wild, unbalanced emotions, which is why you could be really striving to, kind of calm it down a little bit and see things, kind of like a philosopher would. If you listen to some gurus, especially like I listened to Paramahansa Nityananda for a long time. He's like so hilariously funny, and that's a really good example of how like I like to comport myself, is just also because I'm wildly funny, but just being able to see life for what it is and how to practice the art of detachment so that you don't get super caught up in drama, especially when it's other people's drama. And this can be very important for you, Cancer, if you are also an empath, because that really it can just take you away downstream, and you're just in this riptide of really deep emotion that probably doesn't even belong to you. So we're going to see how to make life sweeter with the third card, which is called Candy. Interesting. So you have the Hermit here. So it might be really time for you to detach from people a little bit. If you're working in a really people-centric job, like if you're, in the hospitality industry, maybe you want to switch to something behind the scenes a little bit more, because I'm seeing a really kind of raw emotion. Hold on, guys. All right. Anyway, so yeah, the seasons are changing here, so I've had my furnace on and the air is so dry and ugh. But anyway, um yeah, okay. So we have the Hermit card here, and how to make your life sweeter is to really take time for yourself and figure out who you are. You know, if you want to start living your life in a little bit of a different way where you're not sort of swept away by other people's emotions, and you know you want to be able to keep it steady, it's going to take a little bit of a look at yourself. And you know, with the Sun card, we're really seeing that inner child, and your inner child is really, there's a certain wisdom in toddlers, and they seem to know exactly what they want, and they only resort to emotion for the most part when they can't communicate things anymore. So there's definitely a striving to communicate with yourself a little bit better and other people, and to leave that, I'm getting the words explosive energy, you know, where you might really react strongly, like if it's going to be crying, or you know, if you just feel your face going red and you just want to freak out. It's time for you to move on from that, but it is going to take you looking at yourself very deeply and being honest with who you are. And that's called the dark night of the soul, and it's not always a picnic. Like mine took about 7 years, right? And it was horrific. But you know what, this is a really good time. I'm just going to share this with you guys, to call upon whoever your favorite angel is. I really relied on Archangel Gabriel, you know, so that could be a really good tip for you. And then they can share their energy with you and start to make you feel a little bit stronger, especially if you've had some ordeals in the recent past. So let's see what you're haunted by, and this is going to call up the ghosts from the past, and everybody has them, right? So you know what? And here was what we're talking about, that really overflowing emotionality. I don't even know if that's a word, but I get some really bizarre ones from my guides. So you've got the Ace of Cups, and it's just overflowing. There's so much emotion in it, that it can't be contained. And many of you could be going through that, where you're like, well, I don't even know, like, why I reacted that way, or you know, I wish I had not have said that, or why did I cry so hard at work the other day? You know, just really sort of inexplicable to you and others, and people are like, what just happened? Some of you could be in tenuous situations where you could be losing relationships and friends, and you know, even be getting warnings at work and stuff like that because of this irrational, emotional outpouring. You know, you can see this. So it's probably nipping at your heels. I don't think this is an ancient past. This is probably, you know, you're getting up every day and thinking, wow, you know, what can I do to not be that person today, to like really carry myself a little bit differently. And then all of a sudden it's coming up again, and you're not really too sure, like, how am I going to handle this? Which is why you have the Justice card for, you know, the costume of who you'd really like to be. So this is really interesting, you guys. And having this kind of self-recognition is such a beautiful goal to have, because you're like, wow, okay, so this person inside me really needs to heal, so the sunshine can come out in my life and sort of dry up all these tears, and just, you know, the pools of emotion, right? So we're going to pull another card, and this is how to banish these ghosts for good, and it's called the RIP card. Oh, I love this, you guys. So you can just start over. You can just start over wherever you are. You don't have to go back to the beginning. You can just decide. And if you call on one of your angels, and Archangel Michael is very powerful at helping you sort of knock down any difficult obstacles you might have in your path, but everybody resonates with different spirit guides. So you choose your own. But here you've got the Fool card, and he's like, whoop, I can do this. I've got this. You know, I really gotten in touch with myself. I've taken the feedback from other people and realized that it's not just them sort of beaking off and trying to tell me what to do. Like you're probably getting some very valid feedback, but it could be distorted by other people's emotional reaction to your emotional reaction. So, you know, the Fool card is just everything, you can just leave everything behind you and start over. So this is how you're going to sort of sail away from the Ace of Cups and that outpouring of like that gushiness of emotion. And you know what? Like, I've been there, you guys, and I found it could be really embarrassing sometimes, you know, especially if you have a hot temper like some certain Aries people. You know, I used to have a really like blistering temper. It was really embarrassing. So anyway, fears and habits to let go of with the Monsters and Goblins card. Oh, I love this spread. Oh boy. So we have the Tower card here. So I mean, things are going to happen in your life, Cancer. Not everything's going to get blown apart all the time. And you know, you're going to have cataclysmic events in your life. There's nothing that can prepare you for what is going to happen. You know, you are going to lose people. You're going to break up with people. You're going to lose jobs, you know. I really don't want to diminish any life events that you've been through. I really wanted to pay attention to angel number 1111 that rolled through. So however you want to see yourself in the future, angel number 1111 wants you to watch your thoughts so that you can bring that into reality. But you can do a Google search on that. But anyway, we have the Tower card here, and fears and habits to let go of. This is a really challenging one. This is going to be probably the biggest amount of work for you, is to really just let go. You know, there's that phrase, let go and let God and trust the universe. And, you know, sometimes it can feel like you're just being propelled downstream and banging into boulders and stuff like that. But there's nothing you can do. Your fear is not going to prevent things from going wrong. You know, projecting really massive emotion into the future is only going to make you anxious in the present. So this is going to be your challenge. It looks like you have quite a bit on deck as far as like improvement of self, and this is a really admirable journey for you guys. And if you're not sure what the dark night of the soul is, because it looks like you guys could really be embarking on that. So you've got the Hermit sort of going into the wilderness, the darkness, and he's got his little, I don't know why I wanted to say snow globe, but anyway, I'm sure it's a lantern, you know, and he's like kind of lost in this wasteland, and he comes out like, woo, you know, with the Fool card. So this is your adventure of self-discovery, and it's going to be probably very challenging, but you'll come out on the other side, like probably with a new temperament and a new outlook on life and new patience and, you know, a new ability to sustain relationships, including a really good job. So really great reading for you, Cancer. And I hope this resonates and that it's able to help you in some way or the other. And just wanted to send love and light and say happy Halloween. Bye, guys. Bye.